The DeKalb County neighborhood want to put a halt on plans to add express lanes to I-285. It's a project that could impact their homes or property.
Atlanta News First Yasmina Alston is live in the Linmore Woods community in Decatur, where Yasmina, some residents are telling you they don't want this to happen.
That's right, and where I'm standing right now in this neighborhood is not too far from I-285, and those houses that are behind me are the ones that would be impacted the most.
I'd like to not lose my house or have an elevated giant highway going over my house and in our backyard.
Heather Bruno has lived in her Linmore Woods neighborhood for several years. Her house is right next to I-285 in DeKalb County, and besides some noise from passing cars, she says her family didn't think much else of the location.
We sought out this neighborhood. We wanted to be in this neighborhood.
But the Georgia Department of Transportation has been working on a plan to add express lanes to parts of I-285 for several years. Some of those plans would have a direct impact on this community. The East Side Express Lanes project would add 2 barrier-separated express lanes in each direction between Henderson Road and south of the I-20 interchange, and possibly right through Bruno's house.
There were 2 scenarios being shown, and one of them had our house being taken by eminent domain. There was a dot on it.
A GDOT spokesperson told our news partners at Decatur-ish that this has been successful on the state's other existing express lanes, though they didn't say how many properties would be acquired.
It would be of course, the pollution impact and the sound barrier impact.
Longtime homeowner Becky Markert says the project could result in some of her backyard being taken. She says her family has used the trees in the yard as a sound barrier, but if GDOT takes part of her property, that extra barrier would be gone.
There's many times where we can be in our driveway or visiting, and you can hear an accident. And you know it's coming, you hear the brakes and then you hear the crash. So that's how close we are.
Several of the residents who would be indirectly impacted tell me they're worried about what would happen to property values. Bruno admits there's a need for the express lanes, but just not at their expense.
To displace people, you know, is not cool. It costs a lot of money. I think there's a way they can do it that it can be very minimal impact, but the 2 plans right now are pretty significant.
And many residents also say they had little communication from GDOT about this project. Now, a GDOT spokesperson says there are several information meetings coming up, including one tomorrow in Decatur. That information can be found on our website. Live in DeKalb County, Yasmina Alston, Atlanta News First.